New immigration and customs enforcement shows the Trump administration has dramatically stepped up its pace of deportations. In April, ICE deported more than 17,000 people, an increase of about 29% compared with this time last year. While that pace does put President Trump on track to meet his promise to deport millions and millions of people, as he put it, it appears the pressure his administration is putting on ICE to make arrests is yielding results. Let's bring in NBC News senior Homeland Security correspondent Julia Ainsley for more on her exclusive reporting on this issue. Julia, good morning. What did you find?
Well, Willie, we've been able to bring you what we believe are the clearest depictions of ICE deportations. A lot of times we'll hear numbers from Tom Homan and others that include Coast Guard interdictions, people turned around at the border, even people who self-deport. We've been able each month to get a snapshot of exactly who ICE is deporting, and that includes people who are arrested at the border, but anyone who's actually flown back and deported in what we would consider the traditional sense. Each month up until this point, and now we're looking back at April, we hope soon to have May, but each month the Trump administration had actually been lower than the Biden administration, in part because there were fewer people coming across the border to arrest and deport. Now, though, for the first time looking at April, that number jumped. It's over 17,300. That is now larger than it was under the Biden administration for the same time period last year. But it is still, if he kept up with that pace of 17,300 over 12 months, he would still be less than half of the annual record set by President Obama in 2013. That's back when Obama was called the deporter-in-chief, and it wouldn't get him anywhere near that millions of millions that you mentioned that was in his inauguration day promise. So what we're looking at, though, is a number of things that ICE has put into place to try to quicken the pace of deportations. Remember, Willie, there was a lot of pressure on ICE. They set quotas for agents. They got rid of the first acting director of ICE. Now this is the first full month of data we've been able to see under the new acting director, Todd Lyons. They've done things like add 47 new detention facilities since Trump took office. That includes working with state and local jails, the Bureau of Prisons, but more places to hold immigrants, which I'm told is one of the hardest parts of the equation if you're trying to deport a lot of people. They've increased the number of arrests, and they've increased the number of flights. They were looking at about 8 to 10 flights per day earlier. Now they're up to 11 to 13 flights per day, according to someone who tracks these tail numbers, known as Witness at the Border. So this is all a larger picture that they are actually trying to ramp this up, because we know behind the scenes there's been a lot of hand-wringing and finger-pointing about why these numbers weren't actually higher, Willie.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously he's not going to get to the millions of people deported. That was a foundational promise of his presidential campaign. I guess the question is, if they do step up and arrest more than they've been arresting, and as you point out in your reporting, they have done that over the last couple of months, what is that screening process like? Do they run a higher risk of deporting people without the due process that so many people have been worried about?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, when you look at the people who were sent to El Salvador, the people who were sent to South Sudan, there's been a lot of questions from courts about were these people given reasonable time to appeal their deportation. The ones we're looking at deported by ICE, the vast majority of those, when you take out the 230 sent to El Salvador, were deported under Title VIII. That means they went through the Immigration Nationality Act. They had final orders of deportation. But sometimes when you want to span arrests so widely, it is possible that you can arrest more people that can actually be deported. In fact, we were the first to report that there were many that were being arrested that were then released back onto the streets. Within the first crop of about 8,000 arrests, over 460 were released again. And so that can happen as well. When you want to make a wider net, it's possible that there are a lot of non-criminals as well. Joe?
All right, NBC News senior Homeland Security correspondent Julia Ainsley, thank you so much for your reporting.